He almost didn't recognize her. On a freezing afternoon, rushing past a crowded street corner, a single dad caught sight of a familiar face among cardboard signs and trembling hands. When their eyes met, time stopped, and the truth of what she had become hit him harder than anything he'd faced before. What happened next would shatter old wounds, test his heart, and prove that one act of kindness can change more than just one life. Before we begin, if you enjoy emotional, real-life inspired stories that remind us of the power of kindness, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. You're watching Your Channel Name, where stories touch the heart and stay with you long after they end. Michael Carter never imagined his life turning out this way. At 38, he was a single father living in a modest apartment in Columbus, Ohio. His days were a careful balance of school drop-offs, overtime shifts at the warehouse, and late-night homework sessions with his 8-year-old son, Liam. Life wasn't easy, but it was honest. And above all, it was quiet. The kind of quiet that comes after storms you hope never return. The storm had a name, Sarah. Sarah had once been the love of his life. They met in college, married young, and dreamed big. But dreams don't always survive reality. Sarah struggled with addiction, denial, and a restlessness that never seemed to settle. After years of broken promises and one night that finally crossed the line, Michael took Liam and left. The divorce was ugly. Sarah disappeared shortly after, choosing the streets over treatment, freedom over responsibility. Michael tried to find her once, then twice. Eventually he stopped. For Liam's sake and for his own sanity, he buried the past. Until that cold afternoon. Michael had just finished his shift and was heading to the bus stop when he noticed a woman sitting on the sidewalk. She wore layers of torn clothing, her hair matted beneath a dirty knit cap. Her cardboard sign read, "Anything helps. God bless." He would have walked past like everyone else. But something about her posture, the slight tilt of her head, the way she hugged her knees, felt painfully familiar. Then she looked up. Her eyes were still the same. "Sarah?" he whispered. She flinched, as if the sound of her name physically hurt. Her eyes scanned his face, confusion giving way to shock, then shame. "Michael," her voice cracked. "I didn't think you'd recognize me." He stood frozen as traffic roared behind him. 1,000 memories crashed into his chest at once. Laughter, arguments, wedding vows, hospital nights, and heartbreak. "What happened to you?" he asked, though part of him already knew. Sarah looked down at her hands. "Everything," she said quietly. She told him bits and pieces. Rehab that didn't stick. Friends who vanished. Jobs lost. Shelters full. Nights colder than she ever imagined. Somewhere along the way she lost her phone, her ID, and her pride. "I don't expect anything from you," she added quickly, tears streaking through the dirt on her cheeks. "I know I ruined everything. I just didn't think you'd see me like this." Michael felt anger rise first, then hurt, then something unexpected, grief. Not for the woman she was now, but for the woman she used to be. "You're freezing," he said, shrugging off his coat and handing it to her. She hesitated. "You don't have to." "I know," he said, "but I want to." That small act broke her. Sarah cried openly, clutching the coat like it was the most valuable thing she'd ever owned. Passers-by stared. Michael didn't care. "Do you have anywhere to go tonight?" he asked. She shook her head. Michael swallowed hard. Every logical thought screamed no. Every painful memory warned him to walk away. But then he thought of Liam, his kindness, his questions, his belief that people could change. "I can't take you home," Michael said carefully, "but I can help." He bought her a hot meal and sat with her while she ate. He listened, really listened. For the first time in years, she told him she missed Liam every day but felt she didn't deserve to know him. "He asks about you," Michael said quietly. She froze. "He does?" Sometimes, he replied. I tell him you're sick. Because in a way, you are. They sat in silence after that. Michael took her to a nearby shelter and spoke to the staff, pulling strings he didn't even know he had. Before leaving, he pressed some money into her hand and wrote his number on a piece of paper. If you're serious about getting help, he said, call me. Weeks passed. Michael assumed he'd never hear from her again. Then one night, his phone rang. Michael? Sarah's voice was clearer, stronger. I'm in a program. I've been clean for 30 days. He sat down hard on the couch, overwhelmed by a mix of hope and fear. That's good, he managed. I didn't think you'd answer, she admitted. But I wanted you to know, your kindness saved me. That day I was ready to give up. Over the next year, Sarah fought harder than she ever had. Recovery wasn't easy. She relapsed once. She cried often. But she kept going. Michael kept his distance, but didn't disappear. Eventually, he allowed supervised visits with Liam. The first time they met again, Sarah couldn't stop crying. Liam hugged her without hesitation. You smell like soap now, he said innocently. That moment broke Michael completely. Not because the pain was gone, but because healing had begun. They never got back together. Some things are broken beyond repair, but they built something new: respect, forgiveness, and peace. Sarah found steady work. She got her ID back. She moved into a small apartment. She became a mother again, not perfect, but present. One evening, years later, Michael watched Sarah help Liam with homework at the kitchen table during a shared dinner. She caught his eye and smiled softly. Thank you, she mouthed. Michael nodded. He finally understood something he'd never learned before. Kindness doesn't erase the past, but it can rewrite the future. That single moment, choosing compassion over anger, changed all their lives. And maybe, just maybe, it can change ours too. If this story moved you, remember, you never know how one small act of kindness might save someone who's hanging on by a thread. Choose compassion, choose humanity, and pass it on.